I know I got you to come all the way over, but it is a Mini. It is electric. It's the new Aceman all-electric platform. There's no petrol option for this, but it is a JCW. It's got some cool new things. There's recycled materials or some circularity things. It's a modern Mini. But it is a Mini.
That name is a big one to live up to.
Yes.
And it's got a lot of history, obviously coming from the UK. So I'm really excited to see this, and I'm hoping that they've captured the essence of what a Mini is. That's the most important thing, is how the thing drives. If they've done that with the EV, it's going to be a first for me. And I'm hoping it's just not another white good. I want to see that essence of Mini come through.
You've called EVs washing machines before, and I think in some instances that is fair, but in my personal opinion, this is not a washing machine. So in typical right lane fashion, we'll take you through what we like and we don't like. We're going to see Olly's reaction. At the end, we'll give you a verdict. I can already tell you, I personally love this car. We've both owned JCW Pack Minis over the past. Well, we've had several actually between us. So there's a high bar with this car, but I think you'll like it. What do you think of the styling so far?
Quintessentially Mini is how I describe it at the moment. And being the JCW, having the red and the accents around and the badges, first impression's really cool. They've kind of put a bit of a almost robotic look to it.
Yeah.
And I'm really keen to see how it drives. I think that's the most important thing once we get inside of it.
Mini's all about playful experience, or just experience in general, and this, I think, will be no exception. I really like the look of this car. They call it a small SUV. It's like a Kona, Cupra Born, Zeekr X sort of competitor, but it still gives me a hatchback. It's not too tall, quite low to the ground. But really, it's about the drive. So we should probably get you in the driver's seat.
Let's do it.
I'll join you. All right, so this is the Aceman JCW. I know you've been very excited to get in now that you've seen it properly. First impressions that we're getting it out of this little town, what do you think?
I've flown all the way from Brisbane just for this.
Yeah.
And first impressions are, I love it. Already, I love this car. I love the look of it from the outside, and I know we've already spoken about that in the intro. And interior is fun. I always remember from my old Mini that there was circles everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
Just circle, 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 circle. And I'm sure we'll put some B-roll shots.
Toggles and everything, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just brilliant. It's lovely. I love all the little design touches. So you've got the way you turn it on that's where the key is. In the original Mini is in the middle there. And yeah, it's fantastic. What a machine.
I think they've done some really cool design work in this car. Like, it is a level up from the last generation of Mini. This centerpiece is probably the jewel in this car, right? This gorgeous high definition, it's probably 8K display. Like, this is beautiful use of UI.
Yeah,
beautiful software.
I think you're the same as me. Like, I don't accept anything less than 4K on work-related stuff, because I like nice fidelity screens, and this is brilliant. The fidelity is really good. Yeah, it's pretty smooth to work. I like even the little touches. It gives you miles per hour and Ks as well. Like, it's just fun. It's just really fun. And I was really worried getting into this. I saw how much it weighed. It weighed 750 kilos.
1,750 kilos.
Yeah, 1,750 kilos, which is as much as my car, which is a medium-sized SUV. And it was electric. And I was so worried that they were going to lose the mininess of it. And they haven't.
What I like about it, having driven it the last few days, is how much the JCW-ness is still here. Like, it's bouncy. There's a bouncy, stiff ride of this car. It doesn't have adaptive dampers. And for some people, that puts them off. But if you put a JCW badge on something, you want the ride to be a certain way. And it's always feels like this.
I tell you what, this carries that weight that we spoke about a second ago, the 1,750 kilos, so well. But it is bouncy. It's a bouncy ride. But that's what comes with a Mini. If you want a comfortable ride, don't buy a Mini. That's not what they're about. Especially this size one. And I like that it's bouncy. Would it annoy me a bit? Probably, after a while. But we're car guys. We don't mind the hard ride. And most people aren't going to care that it's a bit bouncy.
Well, you bought the JCW, so the Aceman comes in, the standard E model, because all the Acemans are electric. You've got the SE, so the sportier version, and a higher trim version. And you've got this, which is the JCW, John Cooper Works, which is synonymous with fun performance. Is it a track weapon? Probably not a track weapon. You could probably do a couple laps in it, but it's not something you would go flog on the track for 10, 20 laps at a time. Most motor cars you wouldn't. But it is the JCW fun.
But you know what, right? I'm trying to justify the purchase of this car because it is expensive. I'm not, there's no bones about it. It is an expensive car. A lot of electric cars are, but it is a premium vehicle, so I understand. So to me, this as an entry level, it would be go to the track, you do a few laps, and then come home, because the limitation that we're finding even today is the range.
The range and also the grip. So one thing in this car that is a weird one for me, because it is a JCW, and I know you feel differently about this than I do. Again, this is me, probably my track rat coming out a little bit. This thing's got 190 kilowatts of power, but 350 newton meters of torque, all through just the front wheels. And it's running a Hankook tire, which isn't the stickiest thing in the world. Around these bends right now, it feels pretty tight and planted, and it is agile. It's very agile. I would dare say this is almost as agile as my Fiesta, which is one of the most agile cars, modern cars available.
And you think it weighs 500 kilos
It weighs
more?
500 kilos more. And that's wild. But as soon as there's any moisture on the road, or you're on a tram line, or a bit of paint, the front wheels can't handle the power.
It could be the tire. You are right.
The tire, because it feels so good. Like you tip it in. Even these little back roads we're going through right now. You tip it in, and the front end just goes, and it does the mini thing where the cliche. It's a go-kart.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah. But if you'd made it better, and what I mean, so this is a good test here as well. You're holding on. we're not nowhere near.
I'm not a great passenger.
Yeah, we're not near the limit there, but it's very competent. I like the feel of everything, and it feels really fun. It's just again, like you said, the cliche of go-kart feel. That's what it feels. You don't have to be going 100 million miles an hour to enjoy this. It's the directness of the steering. It's the feel. They've really nailed it. They've absolutely nailed the driving experience. And if it had more grip, it would be a Golf R.
Yeah, I mean, it need all-wheel drive being electric. Yeah, you're right.
My point is that it's that next step up, isn't it? It's not. It wouldn't be what it is.
That says a lot. I mean, think about price point in this car: 65 grand or 66, I think, before on-roads, and that's the same price as a GTI. And it's hard for me to look at a car that I want to drive every single day and enjoy somewhere like this in the hills and think GTI is not on the list. Because it's a car that's comfortable, got great tech for the most part. The new Discovery Pro stuff's a little weird, but that's besides the point. It feels good, it looks cool, it's luxurious on the inside, and it's,
It'll be just as fast, probably.
Just as fast. I think the 0 to 100 time is around the same. But you made an interesting point earlier, right before we started filming, about it kind of spun up at the lights in the damp area. But that's what Minis kind of always have done.
Yeah,
They're very torquey.
Yeah, I don't really want loads more competency almost.
Yeah.
It's competent enough.
And it's quick. It's punchy.
That's really, really fast.
Quite quick.
I mean, we went right up to the speed limit there and really touched the speed limit, like just touched it. And
almost like we're in Mexico.
And this is really quick. I want to take this on the track.
And it feels competent.
The steering, my goodness.
The steering is good. I think it's probably the best steering in an EV I've had.
Yeah.
Outside of a Porsche.
And it drives. It's got such a sporty feel because
It's playful.
Yeah, it does follow the tracks in the road and tram line a little bit if you really want to be technical, but it's kind of part of its charm. I don't want everything to be perfect. It needs to have some character, and this car does.
You buy a JCW because it's fun and has character. You buy a Mini because it's fun and has character. If we wanted this to be the perfect performance EV, it would be an Ioniq.
This is a whole package as an electric car. It's fun, it's engaging to drive, and it makes sense. It's not just a washing machine.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. It's not a washing machine. And it embodies the feeling of Mini.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's a Mini for everyone. this is 65 before on roads, and you look at its competition like the Cooper Born, the Zeekr X, the Volvo EX30. Yeah, two of those cars are way more powerful, but two of those cars are also much more expensive and would not give you the same fun factor and engagement factor that this car gives you. And it does it without a petrol engine and a manual gearbox, which is
That's
rare.
impressive. It's
wild.
And look, I would be the first one to say, hey, I don't like that.
Yeah, same.
Because, you know, give me a gearbox, give me an engine.
So thinking about this car at all, I've spent a couple of days with it, and you can tell me what you think. What are the top, few things that you really enjoy about the car, and what are some of the things you don't really care about too much about the car?
The style and design, I love. I think they've encapsulated the Mini essence. So all of the little design tweaks, like where you put that, the look of it from the outside, it's modern but retro. It's the way that the windscreen's raked, the big circle in the middle, which used to be the old dial and the original Mini. That's my number one favorite thing. Two is the driving style. They've nailed it for an EV.
Absolutely.
Like I said, this is the best driving EV with the most character and personality I've ever driven, and it's my favorite EV ever. I love it. Thirdly, that it's a Mini, and that they've done it like
You love a Mini.
That they've made it. It feels like a Mini. It feels like a Mini in an electric car, and I didn't think it would. I really didn't think it would.
It's not a Mini with an EV badge, it's an EV Mini.
Yeah, and I suppose
Sorry, I said that backwards, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean, and I think maybe even the third thing, if you want to give something separate, is the tech. So this
so
screen is
good.
really cool. I'm not that keen on how the CarPlay integrates.
Yeah.
That's square, but it is a circle, so he has to be a square. Right?
That was really my biggest gripe. You've nailed pretty much everything that I agree with. Drive, the mininess, the tech is all really great. The interior of this thing is fantastic. I love the interior of this car. This fits my use case perfectly. I would also put one of these in my garage. The infotainment is next level, next gen, just great. I don't like how the CarPlay comes in as a square, because everything else in this infotainment comes in a circle, but we're just nitpicking, right? And then the lack of front grip. If it had just a little bit more front grip, so, wet days weren't so bad or so tricky, I would absolutely love it more. But there's nothing in this car that I hate. I can, honest to God, put my hand on my heart and say there's nothing in this car that I hate. And usually in every car we drive, there's one thing that drives me nuts. And in this one, I'm like, no, I think this is, one of the best EVs, if not the best EV that we've had, and probably one of the best I've ever driven.
Yeah, look, I'm a very harsh critic, and I'm trying to look at this objectively to think what do I not like. I think maybe the ride's a bit harsh, if I'm objective, not for personally.
That's fair.
But objectively, the ride's a bit harsh. Well, this is a Mini thing, and it's just a limitation of space. It's just a limitation of space, a little bit, but it is what it is. It's the size of the car. You can't change that. You buy a bigger car. In terms of the third thing, though, the battery size.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit too small. I need a bit more. I live in Queensland. Everything's far apart, so I need a bit more range, and maybe there's a bit of me in there. I think this is 43 kilowatts. Is that right?
54.2 total kilowatts.
Oh, it's like 48 or 49 usable, right?
Yeah.
So and then it's just the range. Today's a perfect example. We've been driving today, and we're just getting to the
60,
edge.
But we picked it up, and it had 320, I think, Ks of range. But I've driven it all over Melbourne, and we drove it cross country to come out here and film today. So it's done its range, and I'm with you. That's probably one thing that I wish it had more of, was more range. But for the charging time and the performance you get out of this car, it's pretty good. You can charge on 11 kilowatt AC charger in 5.5 hours, 0 to 100, which is pretty good. So you can leave it at home or charge it overnight. On a DC charger at 95 kilowatts, you can be done in 30 minutes. So it has the charging capability. It's just that compared to some of its competitors, the tech's moved on.
Yeah, the battery's small. It's effectively what it is. The competitors now are...
But I'd own it.
Yeah, I would
still
too.
own it.
I don't care. I don't care. I love it. I'm sold. I could talk. I'm waxing lyrical about. I'm absolutely smitten about it. I'm with you. I'd buy the car
I think you should buy the car.
I think
And I've gone to the verdict there, and I don't even care. Like,
That's good.
We're there already.
So you're already enamored with this car. We've had it
Smitten. Absolutely smitten with it. It's
So
brilliant.
you'd recommend one?
Yeah, no hesitation, would recommend one. The use case has to be right for you, because the range is definitely a limiting factor with the car. But everything else, the overall package and how they've delivered it, quintessentially Mini, just go and buy one. They're great cars. Go and drive one, because you'll get it when you drive it.
Absolutely. I think, as with any Mini, the on paper, and this was different. This one actually makes sense on paper. Price point, range for price point, that sort of thing. But like, to your point on use case, there are other cars that are better range. There's other cars that are faster, but none of them really give you the experience, the tech capability, the quality,
And fun.
the fun and the feel of this car.
We're so guilty of
Yes.
making everything so serious all the time, and this just it's just fun. You can drive down the road and it's got funny noises in it. Why, it's brilliant.
It
It's
literally laughs at
absolutely
you.
brilliant.
It's great.
Honestly, I cannot. You have to go and drive one to get it. I really believe that, especially if you're not a car person. You need to drive the car, and you'll go, okay, this is really fun.
Absolutely. And we are
Take
car
my money,
people.
please.
We see a lot of cars that we like. We are car people.
Yeah.
But for a car to actually make the list, especially my list, is really hard. And this is a car that I would actually go out and happily spend my own money on. And it's not the highest range, but the range is fine. It does really well. It's not the fastest car. It's not a track weapon. It's fine because it's fun. I would spend my money on this Mini, and I don't think this qualifies as a washing machine EV.
It's not. It's not. Honestly, this is the best electric car I've ever driven, and I but hands down.
Big statement.
Hands down. It makes, yeah. It's going to convert people to electric like me, I am a dinosaur. So yeah.
Absolutely. Best Mini of the decade?
It's the best electric Mini of the decade.
Best electric Mini. Agreed. And that's that.
This is weird.
Yeah, I like it. I like a little bit of a strap on. That sounded worse than I meant it to sound.
No, it didn't.
Or did I? Or did I? Who's to know?
In our teeth.